how do you hopefully successfully introduce two caiques to each other? Doesn't matter if one is wet or flying away. Hey guys, I'm Kaylin, the author of the PARROT BLISS Bond. Please be sure to get your copy on Amazon today. If you want to grow your blissful bond with your caique or your parrot so that you and your parrot have a wonderful experience and you are so much less likely to want to rehome or surrender your parrot, then you're in the right place. If you're used to hanging out, you've seen some of my other species, I'll try to put some other pictures in, then thank you guys for being here. Let's get caking. That's what they call caiques down under. I love caiques. Now, in order to talk about putting two caiques together, I am going to first tell you that caiques are very stubborn. If you know parrots, you might be like, yeah, Kaylin, parrots are stubborn. And I'm going to say, yeah, well, like, parrots are stubborn, and then there's a caique. Caiques are little Napoleons. That's Julian. Did you just see Julian fly by? My Indian ringneck. They're pretty darn sure that it's their way and there is no highway. So like, you just have to do it their way. See what I mean? And they are awesome birds. They're very playful. I like to say that if you don't know what happiness and joy are, they will teach you. Caiques are special in the parrot world in the sense that in addition to having a mind of their own and eating the screen, come back here, Phoenix. The other thing about caiques is that they are social, and you're gonna say, yes, Kaylin, parrots are social, and I'm gonna say, but they're social, and then there's a caique. And what's special about caiques is that even when they pair off, they will still be social beyond their pair. So let me put that into perspective a little bit. In a flock of parrots, for example, Amazons, they're going to create a bond. They have one mated bond. They may hang out with the flock. Step up. Good, step up, step up. Come on, Otto, step up. Good, step up, step up.
Good step up, good job. Let's try finishing. Step up, please. Good step up. Okay, Otto, can you go on my shoulder? Good job. Step up. Good job, Phoenix. Step up. Good girl. You done? Okay. Great training. And, hi, sweetie. You want one? Come here, Julian. Look at Julian. There you go. Good job, Julian.
They may rely on the flock for safety and security, but it's kind of like your neighbors. You might have a neighborhood watch, but it doesn't mean that you're like this with your neighbors. You're actually kind of like probably semi-social distanced, which is what my phone wants to do. My phone is like, could you please social distance from me? My phone's saying, keep your parrots at a social distance. Brr, brr. Hi, Phoenix. Hi. Mwah. What's up, baby? Yes. Hi, sweetie. What do you think, Phoenix? Yes, and what's he doing? I want a new name for him. Okay, so they social distance within the flock. And it's not that they're afraid of COVID, it's just that that's the social rules. Now, with caiques, they are not communal breeders. So golden conures, or if you have a Quaker parrot, they're communal breeders, and that means that they breed together. If you have a pair of Quakers, I'm not saying they won't breed, I'm saying if you have 3 or 4 or 5, they're more likely to breed. One reason Quakers are kind of a problem in some states in the US and probably, well, and in other countries, is because they'll make a really big nest. They'll attach it to a telephone wire outside. It'll weigh down when the babies hatch, because there can be like 1,000 babies in there, at least I've heard of that before. I don't know if it was exaggerated or not, but the point is, like, the weight gets massive because there are so many parents, because they are communally breeding. Most parrots, it's mom, it's dad in one nest box, everyone else is unwelcome. So, Quaker parrots are social breeders, so are golden conures. Caiques are not social breeders, but they are social. So, in their nest box, it's mom and dad, but they will make friends with their neighbors, like really good friends. They won't necessarily social distance. On the other hand, caiques are particular. They're very happy to have friends. Okay, this is Otto, but I don't like the name Otto anymore. If you have any name suggestions, this little boy needs a name. Okay, so because these guys are related, being in the same cage, they don't mind. Now, introducing a new caique, I have seen it go like Romeo and Juliet, where they act like they've always known each other. They're super duper together. They love each other. We're gonna pan over. Julian just came over. You're not gonna see Julian. There's Julian. Julian's like, what is up with these crazy birds? And they are. They're crazy. Okay, hold on, Julian. Let me see if I have a treat in my pocket for you. So, when you introduce them, you want to watch them. Now, I'm going to be straight up with you. Straight up. I'm working on taming Julian. He doesn't know how to step up. He took the treat. Stop eating my phone! Okay. When you introduce caiques, you could put them together and they might give you a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing where they just go together, and they might not. I was introducing Louis Philippe to Ketsi, and they were on opposite, like they were in a double cage and the divider was in the middle. So it's like they're in their own cage with a divider to keep them safe. All they did was go to the middle of the cage and bicker like this, rah, 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 through the divider. When I introduced Louis Philippe to Nikki, because my DNA'd pair of male and female caiques turned out to be 2 females, so I got Louis Philippe so that I can make a new pair. When Louis Philippe met Nikki, it was more like, can I show them? Can I show them? Will you let me show? Come here. Poor Otto, I don't like his name. It was more like, oh, hi, preen, preen, preen. They were preening each other. They were in physical proximity. They were this close together, preening each other. And I said, that is a match. I tried putting them in the same cage, and they hung out together. Don't put holes in my shirt, please. They just stick to each other. So, straight up, caiques will love, or maybe not hate each other, but not feel the love and let you know because they're bickering. I have never tried to put a pair, like push their being together. Generally speaking, if you have 2 caiques and they're not in a cage where they can bicker through the middle, but their cages are far apart, and you let them get to know each other, and then you bring the cages closer and closer together, I suspect that should work. I've never had to try it. When I had several caiques, they were young, and so it was easy to put them together. And then right now, Ketsi was the only one, Ketsi and Nikki were the only ones that I had to try to put with another one, even though they were adults. And so I just told you how that went. So when you're putting them together, look for love at first sight and still watch them, but chances are that's going to work out. Sometimes they find their other half, their feathered soulmate, and they're happy. Other times you really, you do need to give it some time. And, you know, sometimes they just like coexist. They just hang out. They're like, oh, look, another caique. That's great. But they don't necessarily fall in love. And then you give it some time and they do fall in love. Notice that in that scenario, there was never any bicker, 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 with their beaks. So you kind of look for the body behavior. The body language is going to let you know if it's a bicker, if it's neutral, or if it's love at first sight. If it's a bicker, caiques can be very vicious. I would not push that. I would say, gosh darn, that didn't work, and I would potentially try something else. I haven't really heard of caiques hating each other and not getting along. So I can't tell you that that doesn't happen, but I can tell you it doesn't seem likely. But if they do bicker, you at least have to have them in those cages that are far apart so that there's space between them. Please don't preen me. It hurts. Love hurts when you don't have feathers. So that you can put your caiques together blissfully. Stay tuned. In tomorrow's video, we will talk about who is a good buddy for your caique, or who's a good buddy for your green cheek conure, because I've had people ask me that a lot. Okay guys, thank you for joining me in this blissful video. I love my parrots. As you can see, they are my bliss. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Stop it. If you really enjoy the video, make sure to do a super thanks. If you feel moved to do something like buy me a coffee, that's so cool. I wanted to also take the opportunity to thank the people who have done a super thanks for me. Please note, I can't thank you individually because I don't see, like, YouTube, I don't think lets me know who did it. So if you are comfortable revealing yourself, ouch, hey, gentle. In a comment, or if you want to send a private message on Facebook, Instagram, or on my email, which you can get to through parrotbliss.com, you can send an email there. That would be great, because then I will give you a thank you in person, because I really appreciate the support for my flock and for my mission to help people create a blissful bond. Okay, clearly my beak is full of feathers, so it's time for me to check out. I will catch you in the next feathered video. Bye.